Today, we explore the most significant global news stories shaping our world. From cryptocurrency market fluctuations to significant geopolitical tensions, these events are crucial for understanding our current landscape. Stay tuned as we dive into today's top 10 stories you need to know. In a major development for decentralized finance, Sperax has officially launched SperaxOS, an AI agent workspace designed specifically for DeFi applications. This platform, which has been 7 years in the making, aims to enhance on-chain financial infrastructure. Sperax is known for creating USDs, the first auto-yield stablecoin. The launch of SperaxOS is expected to streamline operations for developers and users alike. With backing from prominent investors like Jump Crypto and Polychain Capital, SperaxOS is positioned to make a significant impact in the DeFi space. The protocol continues to evolve, offering innovative solutions amid the growing interest in decentralized finance. As the DeFi landscape becomes increasingly competitive, SperaxOS could provide a pivotal advantage for users seeking efficient trading and investment solutions. Analysts suggest that this launch could attract more projects to utilize Sperax's technology, further expanding its influence in the market. Moving forward, the success of SperaxOS will depend on its adoption rate and the quality of its user experience. Bitcoin's price predictions are soaring as analysts anticipate a potential spike to $250,000. This optimistic forecast follows recent institutional interest and significant market movements. Analysts suggest that if demand from institutional investors continues to grow, Bitcoin could reach unprecedented heights. The increased institutional adoption is supported by recent developments, including the anticipated IPO of SpaceX, which has created a buzz in the cryptocurrency market. This IPO is expected to bring substantial liquidity and investment into the market. Additionally, the overall sentiment surrounding Bitcoin is bullish, with many traders looking to capitalize on the upcoming price movements. However, volatility remains a significant concern, as the market can shift rapidly based on external factors. Investors are advised to stay informed and approach the market cautiously. As we look ahead, the interplay between institutional investment and market dynamics will likely dictate Bitcoin's trajectory in the coming months. AlphaPepe is on the verge of a significant milestone as it approaches a listing on Binance. This development follows a successful pre-sale that has raised over $1.48 million, showcasing strong community support and interest. With this listing, AlphaPepe aims to expand its reach and accessibility within the cryptocurrency market. The project's growth has been remarkable, with over 9,300 holders demonstrating increased confidence in its potential. Analysts believe that the Binance listing could provide a substantial boost to AlphaPepe's market presence and price stability. As the platform continues to develop its trading capabilities, the upcoming listing is seen as a critical step towards establishing itself as a major player in the DeFi space. The impact of this listing could ripple through the crypto market, influencing trading patterns and investor sentiment. Looking ahead, AlphaPepe will need to maintain its momentum and deliver on its promises to capitalize on this opportunity. In a surprising move, the enterprise software company Strategy has resumed its aggressive Bitcoin buying spree, acquiring 1,550 Bitcoin at an average price of $65,332 per coin. This decision came after the company raised $181 million through the sale of shares, demonstrating its commitment to increasing its cryptocurrency holdings. This influx of Bitcoin into the market is expected to bolster investor confidence amidst recent volatility. Strategy's actions may signal to other institutional investors that now is an opportune time to enter the market. By strategically increasing its Bitcoin reserves, the company aims to capitalize on potential price increases and enhance its portfolio diversification. This renewed buying activity comes at a crucial time when market sentiment is shifting and many are looking for stability. The impact of Strategy's purchases on market dynamics could be significant, as large buy orders can influence price movements. As the market reacts, investors will be closely monitoring how this strategy unfolds in the coming weeks. The upcoming IPO of Elon Musk's SpaceX has been identified as a significant catalyst for Bitcoin's price movements. Analysts suggest that the anticipated $250 billion investor demand for the IPO could influence liquidity in the cryptocurrency market. As traders speculate on the potential impact of this IPO, Bitcoin's price has shown fluctuations, reflecting market uncertainty. Musk's ventures often create ripples across various sectors, and this IPO is no exception. Many investors are watching closely to see how this event will shape market dynamics. The relationship between traditional IPOs and cryptocurrency pricing is becoming increasingly relevant as more institutions look to diversify their portfolios. This scenario underscores the interconnectedness of financial markets and the growing influence of technology-driven companies. As the IPO date approaches, market participants will be keen to gauge the extent of its impact on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Observers are left wondering how this will play out in a market already marked by volatility. Recent movements in the cryptocurrency market have sparked panic among investors, but institutional buying has emerged as a stabilizing force. Following substantial sales earlier this month, major institutional players like Strategy have begun to re-enter the market aggressively, signaling a potential turnaround. This renewed interest is crucial for restoring confidence, particularly as the crypto market has faced significant challenges, including regulatory scrutiny and market volatility. The psychological impact of large institutional purchases cannot be understated. They often signal to retail investors that the market is stabilizing and present a vote of confidence in the asset class. As more institutions resume buying, the overall sentiment is shifting from fear to cautious optimism, which could attract additional retail interest. Analysts are closely monitoring these developments, as the potential for recovery hinges on sustained institutional participation. The interplay between institutional and retail investors will be pivotal in determining market trends in the coming weeks. If this trend continues, we may see a more robust market recovery, with prices potentially stabilizing in the near term. AlphaPepe has unveiled its AlphaSwap early access, allowing users to trade select pairs across Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain through popular routers like Uniswap and PancakeSwap. This development comes as Bitcoin price predictions trend toward a potential $250,000 mark, reflecting growing bullish sentiment in the market. The rollout of AlphaSwap is significant as it provides users with a working trading layer ahead of the project's full launch. By facilitating trades across multiple networks, AlphaSwap is positioned to enhance liquidity and accessibility for traders. This innovation could empower traders to take advantage of market opportunities in real time. The early access program is expected to attract a broad user base, further solidifying AlphaPepe's presence in the competitive DeFi landscape. As the project moves toward its full launch, user feedback during this early access phase will be crucial for refining its offerings. Analysts are optimistic about the potential impact of AlphaSwap on market dynamics as it gains traction. Recent regulatory developments have sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency market, significantly affecting investor confidence and trading volumes. Governments worldwide are increasingly focused on how to effectively regulate digital currencies, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty for investors and developers alike. This scrutiny stems from concerns over consumer protection, fraud, and market stability, leading to heightened calls for oversight. The crypto community is closely monitoring these developments, recognizing that regulatory clarity is essential for fostering growth and innovation. Stricter regulations could result in increased compliance costs for companies operating in this space, potentially stifling the very innovation that has driven the sector's rapid expansion. Conversely, clear regulations could provide legitimacy and attract more institutional investors, who often require a framework of trust before committing significant capital. This duality presents a complex challenge for stakeholders in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, including startups, investors, and regulators. As the regulatory landscape evolves, market participants will need to adapt to new rules and guidelines. The outcome of these discussions will shape the future of cryptocurrencies, with a focus on creating a balanced approach that encourages innovation while ensuring safety and stability. Global geopolitical tensions are escalating as nations grapple with economic uncertainties and power struggles. Recent military movements in Eastern Europe, particularly along the borders of Ukraine, and heightened rhetoric in Asia, especially regarding Taiwan, have raised alarms among international observers. These developments threaten to destabilize existing alliances, with NATO and regional partnerships tested under pressure. The background of these tensions includes long-standing disputes over territorial integrity and national sovereignty, which have only intensified in recent months. Analysts are concerned that continued tensions may disrupt global supply chains, exacerbating economic challenges already heightened by the pandemic and inflationary pressures. Countries find themselves increasingly caught in a web of competing interests, making diplomatic resolutions more challenging than ever. The potential for conflict looms large, with military confrontations becoming more plausible. The international community is urged to engage in dialogue to de-escalate situations before they spiral out of control. Moving forward, the role of diplomacy will be critical in addressing these rising tensions and fostering stability on the global stage. As nations confront these challenges, proactive measures and collaborative efforts will be essential in mitigating risks and promoting peaceful resolutions in the face of mounting pressures. As economic indicators signal a downturn, the world faces a looming crisis marked by rising inflation and declining consumer confidence. Central banks across the globe are grappling with the effects of expansive monetary policies implemented during the pandemic, which aim to stimulate economies but have led to unintended consequences. Recent reports indicate that many countries are on the brink of recession, with businesses struggling to maintain profitability amid escalating costs and supply chain disruptions. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine, along with tensions in the Middle East and Asia, is further complicating recovery efforts, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty for investors and consumers alike. Governments are implementing measures to stabilize their economies, such as interest rate adjustments and fiscal stimulus packages, but the effectiveness of these policies remains to be seen. The potential for widespread unemployment and social unrest is a growing concern, as citizens demand action from their leaders to address skyrocketing living costs. Without timely and effective intervention, the global economy could face significant challenges ahead. Policymakers are being urged to take decisive steps to address these issues before they escalate into a full-blown crisis. As we move forward, the need for coordinated global action becomes increasingly urgent to avert disaster, particularly as we approach critical periods for economic recovery. Thank you for watching today's top news stories. Which of these events shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.